Almost.
Strzałcia, Sechwaszewska, all taught above to basic language conversations. We kind of went over the differences. And you can see the color formations here. Is the pink is how, and then the how's there, and then you can choose some of these words. Now, the pink one is the one I'm not entirely certain of. If you know these answers, please comment to me or send me an email. That'll be great. So the root part of this is chow chuff and how are you doing? Kind of being chow would be like kind of the how part. Stab would be the what part. And then guat would be who, right? And chad is where, all right? So in these instances, you can also flip-flop around, and I'm gonna use red. You say chad, quads, togged, t. Where did you buy this? And that's when you would actually put that more information. So more information comes in over here. And that's just to kind of specify what you want more information of, and that's just another column over here that's the more information that we can have, but we don't have to have it. Like all sahel, te, this particular thing, or teeth, right? And all of that stuff gets added on with more information. But the basic part. And if we take it down to the fundamentals parts, these are the four main things on who, what, when, where, why, and how, right? We just got how, what, who, and where. No, those very important ones.
Why isn't important?
Yeah, why is not important? And actually, it can be how and why, right? If you're thinking about it, why would you... Okay, I don't want to pick on Chinese that much because I really like Chinese food. But yeah, why?
Quads. Altiariat roller coaster, right?
Yeah.
Like, why or how would you go to that roller coaster?
Why would you?
Yeah.
And the main reason why I'm saying it can be how and why, right? Because if we use it in context, we say es chal cha. Current state of feeling, why you're, right? Why are you feeling this way, right? Because it has more depth than just how. How are you feeling? Just an option on that part. So this is just the pick in things. The pink ones you could use, the blue ones. Although the blue one, if you say stop quads hoy, right? What did you do? And that literally means, what did you do, right? And then it could literally mean from way back in the past and then into the future on what you have planned even. Now, without any more context on the right-hand side, over on this side, I'm going to use other information. So make sure to add in other information. So that's when you would use the Altia Sahel, just important information. What did you, today, tomorrow, last week, last weekend, next month, that information, it gets added right over here.
I wasn't trying to be that intent. I wanted this to be an exercise of being able to put together your own basic questions that could flow naturally in a thing, just to start putting basic conversations into a casual conversation. So I imagine we could do another one for harder, like more detailed conversation pieces outside of just this worksheet.
So this Teed and Todd is excellent information, but it's not needed for this part. So go ahead and move it out of the way and then kind of save it for later. Teed and Todd, Teed, my shirt, Teed, pooted, right?
Chod quads,
Teed, shake, right? My shake, Todd shake, right? Your hat. Teed, Todd, mine and yours. All right. But it's good information to be there. We just need to move it.
We can take it out of that one and then we can just put it in the other one that we're going to do for later.
Yes. But not right now.
Oh, okay.
All right. So again, kind of go over what you can do. So what is primary stop quads ahoy? And then you would want to add that in filler information. Stop quads ahoy, all T Sahel. What did you do today? Right? But we don't need to add that information. If we break it down to the very basic stuff, and this stuff will spread out and go whoosh, and it'll be fun. Now, Guat is who. All right, you look at who, you put the green dot there. Guat, quads, and then you follow the green dots. It is person for sure. So you do the see. So I seen this person with no control. I went to work and I saw this person. Or who did you see without control? Now, there is a weird part where you can say, who did you see with control? Who did you go to see today? Right?
Yeah.
And that's the information when you say Lopbud or shoots, right? Who did you see with intent to see today or this weekend or last weekend, right? And then you also have your Gwada bead or Ho Ho bead. Now, as you can tell, I did take off the O, the U. Out of all of these, the U is important information to follow. Remember that conversation about right? Important information to follow. So there really is another line that can go right here, and then we could put the O and the two, right? And the two, right? For the tense markers before these. But let's keep the basic. Let's not add all that information in yet. And then hull sheet. Now it is write, text, talk, etc. Whatever email is what we're going to use today. Right? There's another word, and we'll get to that. There is another word. Not blue. It's green. It's there. Green's there. So those are the things for the people. Now, chod, right, can also overlap with some of these things that you have up here, because you can have it for bot. You can have it to where did you purchase your drink? Where did you purchase your food, right? And then where are you going? So when you go chod, quads, and then you follow the red dots. So red dot, follow the red dot. You can say, oh, where did you go? Right? Chod, quads, oh, talked. Where did you buy that? Right? Chod, quads, oh, quoquat. Right? Where did you buy that drink? Or where did you get that drink? Is pretty much what that comes out to. Or where did you drink? Probably more towards where did you get the drink? But more information would need to be filled in on this side. if you're gonna try to use these ones down here. The drink and eat, for sure.
It's okay to use English for that until we get through basic conversation.
Yes. All this filler information, you can go ahead and use English. I would really highly suggest for you to use English at first because it gets pretty complicated, gets pretty fun pretty quickly. All right, so when you ask the question, what you want to get information from your audience, and I'm going to say that because if there's just a one person audience, it's still an audience, right? If you want to ask them a question, the audience has to pull the information out on what's given to them. All right. Now, if you said, let's go with the green one. If you said, who did you see with no control today? See, that's when you'd go, oh, okay, he said without control. Right? Then you'd grab that and you'd be like, oh, shudu chud, right? Chud T. I seen this female or this chud T C, right? Forget the other one. It'd be chud T C, right? And then go ahead and use their English name there, right? So go ahead and fill that information out from when they're asking you a question, all right? Now, if they ask you who'd you see with without intent, then or with intent, then you'd do the same thing, and then again there, and then again there, and so on and so forth. So it really got to pay attention to what they're saying, and then at that last bit, that last information they're giving to you, in this case, reminder that there is this stuff over here that I will put in the brown. The brown stuff is added information that can get added and can get very tedious on everything because it would be al tiyat sachel, which would be 4 different words added on this way. So you gotta pay attention to what those parts are. These parts, the tog, the ashid, the shud, and all this stuff. And then you can kind of see where the Todd comes from here. If you look at it, you look at Todd, right? Then you look at odd, yeah, odd. Very odd to have 2 odds, right?
So the other thing was that can we throw in here because we're looking at it, and I'm just now thinking of this question. So could we use stab T Todd?
What's mine is yours?
Is this yours?
Mhm.
Thing.
Well, the state of not knowing still has to be on there. So it'd still be stab qui hat, maybe?
Qui Todd?
Well, the item that you want to know if it's yours. So so this is complicated. This is definitely not a basic conversation part.
Okay. That's good to know because I was wondering if we could keep it in there. If it's not in the basic conversation part.
Well, this is still not a basic conversation. You're talking about the basis of basis conversation would be as child shop. How are you feeling? And then we'd be going over our feelings. But I don't want to get stuck in the feelings. I want this to be our base conversation versus just the feelings.
Mhm.
If you have an answer to is this yours or is this hat yours, please comment down below. I would really like to know. If not, I'll continue looking at it and I'll ask my teacher if they know anything about is this yours. They probably do have something on it. I didn't get that far yet. And how easy this table is it's also how difficult this table is.
Yeah, I agree. Agreed.
It was a table like this that I actually thought of while I was trying to talk to people, and it's how my brain processed conversation when I was trying to do the translations
Mhm.
from lushootseed to English, and then put my thoughts back into lushootseed so I could respond.
Okay. It is nothing as complex as what they have in the dictionary. So if you have a lushootseed dictionary, go ahead and change to page 20 or the Roman numeral 20, the X and X page. It will go into a sentence, predicate, and a direct complement, and a predicate and an oblique complement, right? And this is a linguistics jargon that you're really not gonna want to get into because there's sub meanings to everything with everything. And what they have on here is slu wahal ijad chaf tia das khali dubsh ati stob ob abi. We'll open it, we this give to by the humans, right? That's what their sentence they decided to use. Not saying it's a bad sentence, but that's that's their linguistical stuff. All right, do we want to try it out?
I don't know. I'm fixing my page here.
Down a little bit to try to get hold of it in the, there we go. The screen.
No, I changed the orientation of my page so I could add stuff on the end.
And I sent this to you guys, but I also made some changes since I changed it, sent it to you guys. Yeah, so go ahead and just keep what you're doing. So athid is the action of eating, so it's like is athid. Athid, that then putting the nominalizer on in the front makes it food, right? Eat athid turns into the food, right? That's what turns an action into a noun.
I said, yeah.
Lee. So down here, also put Lee.
Lee.
Lee. You folks. Everybody except me. Chop is you singular. Yeah, I spelled singular right.
Hey, good job.
It does
Yes, you did.
Chud is I. Chud, chop, chalup, and key. I thought there were 5 chud words. Chud and chud. Chud. Flea. Oh, and then chush. Yeah, chush. We. So this part changes down here with these, with what's getting said right here, right? See, this is your, right? Where did you go? Then I would be definitely be insane, Chud. And then if I fell asleep and we were in a car, I could say stop. Queed. Shush. Oh. Stop. Well, there's a suffix that goes right here that I'm totally forgetting what it is. I had it in my head, but that stuff changes this stuff.
015.65.
But with this one primarily set up as quads, you would be using, say, chud. You'd say chud a lot, unless you want to talk about like we did something, or you want to be more specific.
What?
And then I kind of wanted to draw your attention today on this part right here. This one is stop quads ahoy. So this one is what are you doing? And this is the all of your doings, but it's the all tia. So you got your to dok s dot, or you to dok s dot, to tol s dot for yesterday, right? You also got your slach for tonight. You also got your lock bead s dot for the weekend, right?
Okay.
But depending on the context on what you're saying, right? You could say to, all to, lock bead s dot. What did you do last weekend? Or you can say all to, right? And you put the bar L and you, to, lock bead s dot. What did you do next weekend? So how our days of the weeks are set up is Sunday, is the sacred day. Monday is the day after the sacred day. Tuesday is the second day after the sacred day. Thursday or Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, Wednesday is the third day after the sacred day. Thursday is the fourth day of the sacred day, right? Of course, Friday is something different. They didn't call it the fifth day, but there is one for the fifth day. And then there's Saturday, Chitabats, is the day before the sacred day, right? And then there's Sundays, Padha or Ha Eshdat, which would be the sacred day.
Slach. Dictionary says slach.
And then tonight, Slach. Yeah.
Slach.
Slach. Slach. Slach. Tonight. Or night. Primarily tonight. If you say two slach, that could be last night or many nights ago. You could also put the instead of ta, you put tu or slu slach. What did you do in your future night? Right? But if it's tonight, you just say all tia slach, right?
Oh, I guess so. All tia slach.
So we got a timeline.
Okay, come on.
Timeline. So right now, which would be the tia.
Okay.
Now, if we went to the past, right? Past nights, more than 5 days. Zeke says more than 5 days. You'll drop out the tia and then put two. Two slach.
Two slach.
Now that would be many nights ago. Beyond 5 nights for sure. 5 nights for sure. 3 nights for sure. I don't know. It gets kind of wonky. And then your future nights, right? You would take out the two and put shu. That's the
Okay.
Bardell.
Okay.
By the way.
Got it.
Shu slach. Where did you go in your future nights? So this is a Bardell. I'm gonna try to do the thing there again. Shu. But as you see here, this Bardell looks like, I'm trying to make it look like this one, but it's not. It's not that way.
Of slach.
And then the pink, purple is tia. So tia could be meaning, because you're not given any context outside of the night or day or weekend or Friday, whatever. That you'll take that out. You'll take that in context on what you're talking about. But it's kind of right now. What did you do today? What did you do tonight? What did you do on the weekend? And like I said, that could be the future weekend. That could be the past weekend. There is really no current tense marker. It's all about that perspective of the user that's using the language. Lob bud. Lob bud.
La
Lob bud.
La bud.
Oh, bud.
Lava.
All right, so I just want to focus your guys' attention on this little piece right here. Qual sheed chud TC. This is what our Southern lushootseed brethren are using for an email.
Specific.
Altas Hall, right? So they also added that last information is Altas Hall.
Atas. What's
Well, they normalize Hall. So Hall is Mike, right, or Mark. So they normalize this Hall to make it a noun. So it's making the by means of, instead of typing down Hall.
nominalized writing? Writing is now a noun.
Yes. No, it's nouning writing. So you know how you write, and then what you write became wrote. You wrote something. That's kind of what S is doing. Kind of.
Oh, I get it. What you're saying.
So it's like the writing thing. It's not a doing, it's a thing. Right?
I guess it's as close as we can get with English. But I use just hull sheet shit. I use hull sheet shit just because it's a lot simpler, a lot easier. Just use hull sheet shit. TC. Yeah. Now they're also using qual sheet TC for also texting and Facebook apping, and then just whatever social media there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And they're trying to say that this is definitely right, like a handwritten, drawn thingy. I don't know why they wanted to make up a whole brand new word for something that's already writing, but it's just a brand new word that's the same thing. They both mean the same thing, but they're not the same thing.
It's not all inclusive, in other words.
Yeah. I don't know. I like it though. I think it's pretty cool. I just wanted to focus you guys, on that information there too, and that's what we could also put in towards this basic conversation stuff if we're able to start breaking it out. And then, like I said, all that that filler information. What did I use? Brown. That filler information, that altia sachel, the altia tudoklash dot, dot, right? That information gets filled in here. So use them both. Print both papers out. Use them both. They're both interchangeable, and you'll be able to see more when you use both of them together. And also,
and there's more.
but wait, there's more. If we really want to look into this, we can also break this out into those things, right? When you're asking your buddy, you say house OTE odds chuds up. Is that shirt new? Chuds up. Skirt. Chuds up. I said skirt. I thought I said shirt. But that's skirt, right? Skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, skirt. Not shirt. I was thinking shirt, but it's a skirt. Hey, house tees up. Yes, the skirt is new. Wait, house tee up. Now you can say teed up my skirt, right? If you want to take possession of the item that is there. Because if you notice that the quad or the odd, your, and then when your gets there, you can put the teed. And that's where I was saying the teed and Todd gets put there for other information that it has to do with there, but it also doesn't have to deal with in that part of the sentence.
House.
House. Wild. House. Why? How was Tootie, not Tootie. And then if you want to change it from skirt, right? Because skirt can get changed around. Instead of chuds up, you can say hat. If you don't know the item on top of your head, just say the item. So is that shirt new? House T.E. Todd's shirt. And then you'd be looking at him and Mary House O T.E. Todd's shirt. Is your shirt new?
We house. No,
Shirt.
pre-house t-shirt.
T-shirt. I like that.
Pre-house t-shirt.
And again, it can be teed. Teed shirt. My shirt. My shirt is not new. But if I'm borrowing it from somebody, then it wouldn't be teed. It'd be just tea. If this shirt wasn't mine, or if this hat wasn't mine, I'd say t-shirt, shake, hat. But if it was my hat, and I definitely like this hat so much that I'm taking possession of this hat, then it would be teed hat, right? It's in my possession, it's mine. And then if I were so inclined, I could say chod, quads, chod, tea, talk. Oh, where did you buy it?
Yeah.
Then you'd say togs, chud, tea, and then Amazon, Walmart, Target.
Walmart.
John T. Hamilton.
And again, these ones here, I'm questioning primarily because the formatting is interesting. The chow, I'm not entirely certain if this is accurate. Current state of chow.
John.
So these ones might be a little. I gotta do more research on them, but I'm doing some more research on these ones for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Tired.
It's just the cold air.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, we got 2 more minutes. Hoy, sushi beatsy, hash quads, slops beat. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. Hoy.
Boy.
Hoy.
Right.